Welcome back, viewers, to Baking with chef and author Miss Miyako Schinner, as we're now going to complete this luscious vegan triple chocolate ganache cake.
Okay, so now we're going to make buttercream, chocolate buttercream.
All right.
Now, what I have here on top of a bain-marie, which is a water bath, I've got about an inch of water in this pan, and I've got a glass container here with 8 ounces of dark chocolate or bittersweet chocolate. Now, what's important about chocolate is it will melt just when it gets warm. It doesn't need to be hot. To get the smoothest chocolate possible, you want to have the temperature low. The higher the temperature, the grainier it will get.
Okay. So
and you don't want that. Okay.
No.
Now I've got 8 ounces of chocolate that's melted nicely. It's going to be pureed with tofu and maple syrup and some vanilla. So we're going to go ahead and put the maple syrup about quarter cup, half a cup.
All right, so we're going to do about a half a cup.
We'll do about a half a cup, and we're going to add about 12 ounces of regular tofu. You don't want to use firm.
Okay.
You can use the silken stuff if you like.
Is okay.
I like to just use regular tofu instead of the stuff in the aseptic packages.
Yes.
And it's because it's less processed and it's more naturally made just from soybeans, water, and a coagulant. The stuff in the aseptic packages have the addition of soy protein isolate. And we'll add some vanilla to this. And we're going to turn it on and puree it till it's really smooth.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to pour the chocolate in here.
All right.
The melted bittersweet chocolate. We're going to add a non-hydrogenated butter. I guess it's butter substitute. Vegan butter. This is Earth Balance.
Okay.
And we're going to add 1 cup of that. And we'll let this go for a second. Now, this is a Vitamixer. It's very powerful.
Yes.
If you have just a regular blender, you may have to do it in smaller quantities or do it in a food processor.
Okay.
Okay, now that, as you can see, it's pretty runny. And so what you want to do is refrigerate this for a few hours before you use it.
Okay.
Refrigerate it until it's spreadable.
Okay.
Or you can put it into a KitchenAid or an electric mixer and whip it up so it's nice and light and fluffy. Okay. Here's some that I made a few hours ago, and as you can see, it's pretty.
It's nice and
much firmer.
It's like a chocolate mousse.
It's like a thick chocolate mousse, right?
Yes, that's,
so I like to whip it up and make it light and fluffy.
All right.
So we'll just put it in here, and we'll just let it go for a couple of minutes. Now, while this is going, we can prepare the ganache.
All right.
We're only going to use 4 ounces of chocolate, and I already melted it ahead of time.
All right.
And we're going to add some soy milk creamer. You can add just plain soy milk as well, about a half a cup.
Half a cup, okay.
Okay. And we'll just kind of warm that up again.
All right.
Now, if you don't want to use a hot water bath like this or a bain-marie, you can melt your chocolate in the microwave.
Okay.
Do it in 30-second intervals and just keep checking it. And as soon as it starts to melt, just stir it. And we'll just heat this up until it melts and homogenizes. And this will be poured over this topping. I think it's ready to use. We'll go ahead and use that.
All right.
All right. There's our buttercream.
Yes.
And what you'll notice is that we didn't add any sugar to any of this.
That's right.
Now, there is sugar in the chocolate, in the dark chocolate. But you can also get chocolate that's sweetened with barley malt. So if you're trying to avoid using sugar entirely, you can. Okay, so as you can see, as I spread this, I'll see the little air pockets that shows you how light and fluffy this buttercream is from whipping it up. And then we're just going to put the other cake layer on top. And pour some more of the cream on the buttercream on top. And we'll ice it. Because it's a cooking show, we don't have a lot of time. I didn't chill it, but I think my ganache, I made sure that it didn't get too hot.
Okay.
So I don't think it's going to melt the buttercream. So we're going to pour the ganache on and let it run down the sides. Okay. It's also easier to decorate if you've let your cake chill ahead of time.
Okay, yes.
You can smooth out the sides if you want, like this, or you can just let it run down and do its thing. And you can hear my dog Chloe barking for a piece of cake. And then I've got some more buttercream here. And that's another thing is you may want to chill the whole cake so the ganache has had a chance to set before you decorate it.
Got it.
But then you can, because right now everything's kind of sliding over.
There you go.
And we've got our triple chocolate cake. There we go.
Miyako, thank you so much for sharing all these wonderful dishes and tips and ways to make food delicious, healthy for everyone to make.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you so much. You've been watching Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living.
Please stay with us for future episodes with our special guest chef, Miss Miyako Schinner, as she imparts vegan recipe favorites from her years of expertise. We'd like to send a special thank you to the ever-generous Miyako for inviting us into her home and sharing her time and exquisite culinary artistry. Coming up now is Between Master and Disciples here on Supreme Master Television. May uplifting melodies dance through your hearts and sing songs to your soul.
Hi, I'm Miyako Schinner, and I just want to say, if you eat what's good for the planet, it'll be good for you. So big veg and go green.